Huge savings going on here at Viral Hip Hop News. If you've ever wanted to promote your brand with the platform, there's never been a better time to do so. Email me, dlsmediainc1@gmail.com for details. And if you're a subscriber, go to my channel memberships available on my homepage, Sam I Am Viral Podcast, exclusive content available to all my channel members. Click the link, find out how you can join now. Let's go.
That whole saga is crazy, but let's talk about something different. Topic that we've been kind of hammering home here on the podcast for the last, couple of weeks and couple of years actually. And it feels good to hear 50 Cent speak out about hip hop, rap. He was on the station 97.5 and he was asked about female rap. I want to play what 50 Cent said and get your opinion on it.
In your whip right now.
I got what's the name? In New York, what was it? Chef G. And
Chef G.
And what about the female rappers?
The female rappers. I just want somebody that break that is not trying to sell some box.
You ain't lying.
One more. I just want I think this might be damaging female culture.
What do you think about sexy?
Seriously.
No, serious. Let's talk about it. Because what do you think about Sexy Red's new lip gloss line called Gonorrhea Nut? I mean, it's wild out here.
She must have convinced them to put gonorrhea on it.
I mean, it's wild out here.
Look at what you just said, bro.
Gonorrhea and Ultimas.
I got that new gonorrhea on my mouth.
Yeah, that's the new wave.
You see how this
Can you believe we're here now when it comes to music? Like this is.
Yikes. Mike, what are you supposed to say for male artists? Look, I was doing Candy Shop.
Yeah, 21 questions.
Like metaphors for sexual experiences. They are doing flat out saying the experience in the music now, and then it's like. You know what? Brian Pumper would be a hit right now.
You ain't never.
Yeah.
The porn star is gonna say it the right way.
Crazy.
You go back and look at the porn star rappers, what they were saying, and say this is really what's hitting right now.
Yeah.
Because it's that graphic right now with the things that they're saying. And then I'm like, look, I think it's fun, and I think that's why the females. They enjoy hearing those type of things being said, like when they're out partying. It's just like it's not being taken.
My
serious.
daughter, she said, female rappers are dominating. I said, the only reason why they dominate is because they aggressive like niggas, and these niggas is bitches.
This guy.
Right. In the present moment, too, because it almost feels like the floodgates open.
Yeah, they aggressive like niggas, and these niggas is acting like...
Artists.
Yeah.
Look, the standard is not as high. Like, for you to come in as a female artist and say, what do they have to do to cut through or to get into the pack? Really, one joint, Mike, that will get them into a position where they're in it. They won't be able to compete with, like, Glorilla or, like, the Sexy Reds, but they'll be in there, and then Nicki and them is on a whole nother level.
Yeah.
Another level, like, because they're like Nicki. Yeah, that's just the top of it.
And man, shout out to 50. He's a real brilliant dude. And is it not what we've been talking about over the last since we even had the platform? But as of late, it's been crazy with the over sexualized female rappers. One thing that he said is that he said it jokingly. He was like, I think it might be damaging, women and young women. But he kind of said it in a way where, I guess he don't want to go too hard on them.
Yeah.
And that's all I get why people don't really want to speak out, because he's in the industry and they're younger. He don't want to, in my opinion, seem like he's attacking them.
Yeah.
But what's your thoughts, though, man, about what 50 Cent said?
A few things. Well, I'm going to start right where you started, because
Right.
he said that, and then in the same sentence said, yeah, but I love them, they're fun, kind of trying to just make light of the situation. And no, there has to be some type of, maybe it's not from 50.
Right.
And you don't want to sound too grandfathers, too preacherish, but at the same time, it has to be a message, and more even, and I don't want to say deeper than sexualization, because that's the deep part, but even on a surface level, when he brought up Nicki, he said Nicki's in a league by herself. Nicki and them are in a league by herself. There's Nicki, and then he had to think about it. And why is that? Because none of those females, unfortunately, are giving you any lyrical content, any type of hip-hop content to remember, to stand out, or anything like that. Now, I know Glorilla right now is probably at the top of the food chain when it comes to female hip hop, and Glorilla is talented. But let me ask you and ask everybody else listening this question. What does she do to stand from the rest? What does she do to stand out from the pack? Yeah, her bars may be cool, but it's covered in the same bullshit that Sexy Red, that Lotto, that Ice Spice, and Meg Thee Stallion, and it's the same conglomerate group. It's the same shit, just packaged in a different way with a different set of titties and a different looking ass. And it's like, is that all? Is that all we're gonna get? I can recite Nicki Minaj lyrics right now, not because I'm the biggest fan of Nicki, because she's talented as fuck and she's dropped lyrics that you can remember.
Yeah.
I can't utter a word from any of those other female raps. One, because they sound the same, they do the exact same thing, they act the exact same way, and it's tiring. Now, the woman DJ that was talking, she said that's the wave right now. That's the wave right now. But unfortunately, the people surfing that wave are 13 and 14-year-old girls.
Woo!
Because adults
Damn.
ain't dealing with that shit.
Damn.
So watch who rides the waves. The people that are riding the waves are your children. And that's the part that really needs to be like, okay, yeah, let's turn into grandpops, uncles, and OGs and really kind of call it out, because we're not being affected by this. 30 and 40-year-old women can listen to it at a party and throw it out. But it's these girls in school that are emulating that shit, that got the lip gloss in their pocket, that we need to be worried about, and that doesn't seem to be discussed enough.
Yeah, and I'm gonna it's interesting because it's an article attached GQ, and Glorilla is actually responding. Remember when Fabulous made those comments? I'm gonna read what she said, on the back end of this. But nah, that's 100%, true. And this is one of the reasons even why they're trying to get TikTok banned, because these things, are going viral with the youth, and it's wreaking havoc through these communities. Whether it be, the over the sexualization with these dances. I mean, think about this woman. Sexy Red has a lip gloss line, right? A lip gloss line that's called gonorrhea, chlamydia, booty hole brown. Like, are you serious? In the primary, you broke it down the last time we did a show, I think last year, her primary age target was like 12 to 13-year-old people.
Yep.
That's the group that she's targeting.
Yep.
So if you don't think it's a problem with that, you have a serious problem. You have a serious problem. And again, we gotta be the people to do it. Because 50, he touched on. I'm glad that he said it though, because in contrast, you have Busta Rhymes up there on his knees. Oh, Glorilla's Beyonce, she the next Beyonce, and this that. And I find that there's, for some people, I guess they're great people, but for me, these people are fucking trash, man. These women, and it wouldn't be a problem if it was just a grown woman following them, and because you grown, you could do your thing, you established, you got a job, you got a house, you got a car, you paying your own bills, all that shit. But these young girls out here freaking, the young girls out here thinking they can have 4 or 5 boyfriends, and like the brother said, these women now are the men, and the men are the women.
Yep.
You know who prophesized that or talked about that? Dr. Francis Cress Wells talked about this in the 70s, how you would start to see a role reversal. And women wanting to be men and men wanting to be women. And that makes everything all messed up. Because a man, you want a submissive woman. You don't want to have another man unless you go down the Hershey Highway like that. Yeah. It's a perfect balance. We come up, with people that come from the South. And yes, our grandparents, the man, he was, the man, the alpha. But in front of everybody, but when they got behind closed doors, I'm sure, there was the balance. But in front of everybody, and the way things work, is the woman is submissive, and behind closed door, I guarantee you, she's running shit.
Grandpa was the house, grandma was the foundation.
That's it.
Point blank.
That's it. I want to move on. I want to because Fabulous, he said he wasn't trying to be disrespectful. We kind of took the same route as 50 Cent, but he said he called out female rappers, for rapping about the same stuff and a lot of negativity. And Gorilla said in GQ that was published on December 13th, she said, what men rap about? Killing, fucking, robbing cars, money. Females rapping about the same shit. But guess what? We're not killing. We're not in gangs. We're not robbing. That's what men be doing. What we doing? We sitting pretty. We popping our shit. We hustling. We getting money. We F. So we rap about what we do. What's your thoughts on that?
Young and stupid. Let me tell you why. First off, don't wrap truth around bullshit. We talk about men killing each other all the time, drug use, and I know you're not specifically talking about us, but we've brought up these issues when it comes to male hip hop. But you say you're not killing anybody or hurting anybody. Well, last time I looked, when a 13 to 14-year-old gets pregnant because they trying to be all fast and listening to your music and they got on gonorrhea brown and then they go grab an abortion.
Woo!
That's not killing.
Damn.
That's not killing. Think it is. You getting sexually transmitted disease and these kids are out here burning like a motherfucker. That's not causing harm and destruction. When you have women out here that say F the dudes, we gonna be just like the dudes, and now we fucking up relationships and we fucking up how structure is supposed to be done, in particular in black households. That's not fucking shit up. And I think that she genuinely is not thinking about this because she's just young, it's fast, she's having fun, she's doing what she think is right. But I guarantee you, when shit starts slowing down, when the fame, the money, the popularity, and your mind starts slowing down, you're going to go, damn. When you got a 13-year-old, 14-year-old daughter and she's popping her ass, you're going, damn. Wow. Well, she's young, I get it, but let's slow that down a little bit and get perspective. There's damn sure harm in what you're doing. It's just packaged differently.
Damn.
You're less aggressive with it. But it's the same shit.
That's checkmate. The only thing I could add to that is, if I'm not mistaken, the number one killer of black babies is abortion.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. And I could be wrong, but I know it's somewhere up there at the top. So when you break it down like that, I mean, and that's just why I think our platform is so important, because you're really not going to hear nobody else break it down like that. You're just not.
You know what else is frustrating, Doug?
Yeah, go ahead, do your thing.
The same people on Twitter that, and I hate to even bring his name because he really don't have anything to do with this conversation, but the same people that go at Jay-Z and Beyonce for having their young daughter on the red carpet wearing a dress. And you're talking about she's over-sexualized. Right. She's this, she's that. What are they doing? Y'all the same ones popping and busting this fucking music day in and day out, retweeting this shit, doing all this, talking about all this. So y'all are hypocrites. I really need to check yourselves and really ask yourself, what are we doing? Stop hating on people for living their lives and glorifying bullshit. And it's the same people doing it. So cut that shit out.
Right. And even